Dear world people, dear world peace-loving people, dear world people who interest the Burma internal political situations. Today, everybody knows that Burma President U has stepped down. It is not true. It is not true news. Burma President U did not step down. Burma President U is stepped down by Burmese military leaders. Today, all the people from world knows that the Burma is and the Burma was still on the same way. From 1962 to today, there was no democracy in Burma. This democracy is duplicate democracy. This Burma 2008 constitution law is the also undemocratic law. Burma has two major parties. Burma has two major political parties. One's military-backed USDP party and another one's NLD parties. In 2015, the NLD party wins the Burma general election was a drama, a test from Burma military-backed political party USDP. Today, Burma has two governments and two leaders. One is NLD-backed governments and one is NLD-backed leaders, and other one is USDP military-backed leader and military-backed government. The world recognize and the world think that Suu is the Burma powerful leaders and she drives the Burma at the moment, but it is wrong. The NLD leader Suu is the powerless in this country. No, this time. She visited international meetings all over the world. But she has no power to decide about the Burma internal and external situation. She has also no power to decide about the Rohingyas. She is just a showing puppet of the Burmese military leader. Everybody knows in the world that president is the powerful in any country, but the Burma president is the powerless. Burma President U is a good man, a respectful man. Everybody respects this man. He's a high educated and high respectful man in the Burma. Even 100% Rohingya respect this man U. But today U, the Burma president, stepped down. Actually, the Burma president is stepped down by Burmese military leaders because of the Burma is and Burma was, and Burma will be driven by Burmese military leaders and their guide. the Burmese parliament, the Burma democracy, the Burma constitutions, all to all are fake and duplicates. We don't get it. You don't believe it. The one from world who believes the Burma democracy, Burma constitutions and Burma parliament, he is neither politician nor peace lover in the world. I am a Burmese. I am a nationally Burmese and externally Arkanese and religiously Muslim and identically I am a Rohingya from Burma, Arkan State. I got my education from Burma, Rangoon University. I know 136 kind of the Burmese people. As a Rohingya, I have knowledge about this country and about the people of this country. Today, everybody knows inside the Burma and outside the Burma that Burma president stepped down. Actually, the Burma president did not step down. The Burma president was stepped down by Burmese military leaders because of he is not ready to support the Burma military leaders, rapacious government and their divided policy. Today, Burma is going on wrong way. The Burmese military leader and NLD politician both jointly are killing the Rohingya people from North Arkan State. There is nearly 800,000 Rohingya people are living in Bangladesh without future and without life. Every day, problem in North Arkan State is broken by Rakhine extremists and Burmese armies and Burmese armies pillars. Today, Japan, China, India and Bangladesh are trying to settle the case of Rohingya. But they are not trying to settle the Rohingya case on the right of Rohingya. Rohingya people come Bangladesh and go Burma is not very important things. They did this position also before many years ago. Today the Rohingya need only their rights to live peacefully in their native. Is the final and the last solution of the Rohingya. But nobody in the world, even in China and Japan and Burma and Bangladesh and India, nobody thinks about this point. Today Rohingya needs not repatriation and not coming into Bangladesh. Rohingya needs their right to stay peacefully on their rights in their native. It is the point. As a Rohingya today, I want to tell China government, Japan government, Bangladesh government and India government for living very nearest of the Rohingya. Today you Rohingya need our rights, only rights to live in our native peacefully with other 135 kind of the Burmese people. This is the main point you need from Burma. If Burma, any government, NLD government, USDP government, military-backed government or not, any government from Burma dislike to return our rights into our hands, it is clear. They have to return our freedom in our hands. You need one thing from two. One, you need our rights to live peacefully in 130 kind of the Burmese people. The another ones, you clearly tell all over the world and in Burma also you need our freedom to live peacefully in our parts. If China, Japan and Bangladesh, India government try to settle the case of Rohingya, they have to settle number one, firstly, the right of the Rohingya. This is the main point. Without right, the Rohingya go into Burma. to live in their home. It's impossible. Today Rohingya is the different of the past Rohingya. Today Rohingya needs, number one, their rights on the name of the Rohingya. Number two, their home and their compensation of their properties force were destroyed by Burmese military later in Rakhine studies. If United Nations, Burma, Bangladesh, China, India, anyone come at the table to discuss and to settle the case of the Rohingya, they have to include the representative of the Rohingya communities in any meeting of the Rohingya settlement. Rohingya come into Bangladesh and go into Burma is the not Rohingya settlement and Rohingya settlement things. Rohingya come into Bangladesh and Rohingya go into return into Burma. It's not very important things. The important things for Rohingya is today Rohingya are rightless in the Burma. Firstly, Rohingya need the rights to stay at their home peacefully. Secondly, Rohingya need their wealth, properties, their settlement at their own home. This is the point. We Rohingya must not go without our rights, without our justice on genocides, and without our interest in on our justice. Today Rohingya are united. Rohingya are on the way of the peace. Rohingya come into Bangladesh and return into Burma is the not real case of the Rohingya. The real case to settle of the Rohingya is the right of Rohingya on the name of Rohingya. Today, I want to announce the inner voice of the Rohingya to Japan and China and Bangladesh and India government that before settle any case of the Rohingya, you all countries have to settle the right of the Rohingya. What Rohingya is really need at this time. Rohingya problem in North Arkhan state is dependent on Rohingya rights, not on Rohingya coming and going from Bangladesh. If Burma, neighbor countries, Japan, China, Bangladesh and India have to interest the peace of Rohingya, the future of Rohingya, the life of Rohingya, the settlement of Rohingya. At first, they have to settle the case of the right of the Rohingya at first. This is the point. You do request all the Burma neighbor peaceful countries, Japan, China, India and Bangladesh and Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam and Cambodia that you Rohingya need the peaceful solution on our rights. We don't want the wars. If Burma go on the wrong way, in that they will face the wrong destination. Rohingya never wants any war. Rohingya want peace on their rights. Without peace, without rights, The settlement of Rohingya at their native is useless and profitless. I do request, as a Rohingya, I do request all over the world, the peace-loving countries, mostly the Burma neighbor countries, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, and Japan, law, Bangladesh and India, that's before you settle any case of the Rohingya, first thing you have to settle the right case of the Rohingya for rights of the Rohingya. On the name of the Rohingya is the very important things. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much.